Hey, Boris.
Kevin James, good morning. How's it going?
Woohoo!
Going good, buddy. How you doing?
We're doing great. You're going to be doing a show at West Point's Eisenhower Hall this Saturday, which is pretty cool. I know everyone's excited about the show. And, I mean, you're like a big deal. You're the king of Queens.
Wow. I mean, that's a very nice way of putting it. I appreciate that.
Now,
I'm excited. I've never been there.
Now, you're a big deal here, but, I was in Germany a couple of years ago. And, I mean, I don't know if you're aware or not, but, I mean, you are...
No, I'm aware. I'm a big man in Germany. Yeah, I don't know why.
David Hasselhoff is nothing compared to you in Germany. I mean, there are, like, pictures of you all over. This is a true story. I walked past, like, a group of people talking, and they're all talking in German. They're going, Kevin James, I just heard your name.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. They were watching this show, and it just took off over there because we showed up once, and it was... It's funny, when I did the movie Hitch with Will Smith, we traveled all over the world to promote it, and everywhere, nobody knew who I was anywhere we went, outside of the States, and it was like always Will, these big crowds going crazy for Will. And we got to Germany, and the crowd was going crazy, which I thought for Will, but it wasn't. It was for me, so it was like, whoa. It was like, well, I mean, they did go crazy for him.
Yeah.
But I held my own in that one. That was the only one that... Then it sucked again.
Your movies are always very entertaining. You got the Paul Blart Mall Cop, Zookeeper. They're all very silly. I want to know, are we ever going to see the serious side of Kevin James? Are you ever going to go dramatic on us like Adam Sandler did?
It's all story, motivated. If the story is great, I would do it. I don't seek it out necessarily. It's not like I'm saying I have to, I got to do something serious now, whatever. I tend to go through comedies for comedies because it's just, what I love. I always love to do them. But I would certainly look into it if it was something it was a great story that was, that kind of motivated me to do it. Yeah.
From what I read, you're a huge, New York sports fan. You grew up in the area, right?
Yes, I grew up in Long Island, yeah.
Now, did you actually name your daughter after Shea Stadium?
I did. I did do that.
Wow.
Then, of course, then they took it down. I got that by my wife. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it was. Shea Stadium was. If you've ever been there, it was a dump, but it was nice. It was like a big, cement crack block that just it smelled like hot dogs and urine basically the whole time. But
and airplanes.
It was yes, airplanes going over LaGuardia right there. But it's. The place I went as a kid. It's all I remember my father taking me to my first, game and seeing that green grass when you run up the ramp and just going nuts and just loving it, loving the teams and loving, just had the greatest time of my life there. So that's what I'm portraying when I named my daughter. That's why I want my daughter to have that name.
You have to name the next one City is what you have to do.
Exactly. You're on it, Boris. Yeah. I like it.
Now, West Point Eisenhower Hall Theater this Saturday. You're going to be doing your stand-up, and from all the specials I've seen, it's always hilarious. First of all, but also I've noticed it's always very PG. Your comedy, is that a conscious decision that you make, or is that just the kind of humor you gravitate towards?
I think it's both. It's become more because I have kids now, family, and stuff like that. I hate when people got to feel kind of uneasy. Sit next to your parents or something next to your kid, whatever it may be. I just tend to gravitate because I've always done it that way. It's more natural for me to do, cleaner stuff than it is, to do dirty stuff. Because, like I said, I've never really been that way. So, it's just, I don't think about it.
Yeah. Now, I know next year we're looking at the sequel to Paul Blart Mall Cop. That's going to be coming out, right?
Yes.
And
I'm excited for that one.
I heard a rumor that you might be returning to TV too. Is that true, or is that just something I read?
We've been sniffing around trying to find the right project, and we're still open to it. We're kind of looking around. We haven't found really anything yet, but we're hoping. I miss it, man. I miss TV too because it's closer to stand up in a way that you have that live reaction with the live audience and. I had such a great time on the King of Queens that, I certainly would be open to doing it.
Yeah, well, we'd love that too. So I hope that happens.
Me too.
Cool. Kevin James, Saturday night, West Point's Eisenhower Hall Theater. Thanks for spending time with us this morning. I appreciate it.
You guys are the best. Thank you so much for having me.